Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. On our channel, we talk about all things fandom and we talk about them in a positive way. And if that's something that appeals to you, you've come to the right place. We are so happy to have you, and it's Terrifying Tuesday. And today on Terrifying Tuesday, we have to talk about some statements made by Damien Leone on Terrifier 4. That's right, Terrifier 4 has been confirmed, and we're going to talk about exactly what he said and what it means for the franchise. So let's jump right into it. Alright, so we have to talk about the latest Terrifier news because Art the Clown, whether you like this character or hate this character, has become a staple of horror movies. He is the modern Freddy Krueger, the modern Jason Voorhees. He is the modern Pennywise the Clown. He is all this for some people. He is one of the horror icons whose name and face we are not going to forget. And because of that, he is big news. He has a video game coming out that we know of, and the sequel is #1 at the box office. #1! Terrifier 3 reached #1 at the box office, and that is huge because how often can you say a horror movie has reached #1 at the box office? And then how often can you actually say that a horror movie that started out as a little independent film has made this much at the box office? This was not a big film. Art the Clown wasn't someone who people instantaneously knew. That was never the thing with him. Instead, Art the Clown started off in these little short videos, these little short films. And then he ended up getting put into All Hallows Eve, the movie, where those two films were part of the segments of their anthology series. And after that, he got his own movie, his own Terrifier movie, which still didn't put him on the map because people watched that movie they didn't know, and it ended up on streaming. And once it was on streaming, it garnered a little bit of attention, and more attention until people knew exactly who he was. Jump forward, we get Terrifier 2. And Terrifier 2 is what really put him on the map because Terrifier 2 was gross, it was awesome, it was supernatural, it was horrifying, and fans were there for it. And Art the Clown went public. Art the Clown is now a character that's known. So it comes as no surprise for him to be a character that's known and be getting yet another movie. However, a lot of people are talking about what Damien Leone has said about the character, what he has said about the next movie. Damien Leone said on the 4th, Terrifier movie, which is in development, it will certainly be an epic showdown, an epic closure to this Art the Clown saga. The idea I'm toying with in my head would probably be, in some regards, the most experimental. Now, with that being said, as it's the most experimental, that should come as no surprise. All these movies have done things that are kind of odd or kind of out there. They've taken things and they've taken your expectations and then subverted them, but in a good way, because Art the Clown doesn't play by the same rules as these other slashers do, and Art the Clown doesn't play by the same rules as other horror movies do. That's kind of something that makes him unique. Sure, other horror movies have done the things he's done. He's not a completely original character. However, he is the current character that people are talking about. But that statement has gotten a lot of people talking. And the way it's got them talking is that this is the end of Art the Clown. This is the last Art the Clown movie we're ever going to see. And Art the Clown isn't going to be around anymore. And that very well may be true. Maybe we get some other characters coming in from the Ninth Circle that could carry the torch and bring us more movies. Maybe some of them get their own movie, because there were these weird little characters that appeared in the Ninth Circle little short movie that we never really got to see anything more from. We don't get to see several scenes with them in it or anything like that. They are still a mystery. And because of that, there could be something moving forward where one of them could potentially be the next Art the Clown. They could get their own movie, their own trilogy, their own 4 movies. That is possible. However, I don't think that's true. And the reason I don't think that's true is I think that Art the Clown will be sticking around for a long time, simply because he is one of those faces that now you will never forget. And because you'll never forget him, he is not going anywhere. Sure, Damien Leone might be done with him. For now, he might even be done with him permanently, but like Freddy Krueger, like Jason Voorhees, like Michael Myers, like Pinhead, like any of these characters who have become icons, like Dracula, Frankenstein, the Mummy, all of these people who have become so popular that we just keep seeing movies of them, I think that Art the Clown has reached that. Art the Clown has achieved that status. And I don't think that we're going to see the end of him anytime soon. It may very well turn out that we're not going to see Damien Leone make another movie with him. He could be done after this saga that he wanted to tell. It doesn't mean that Art is going away. There is also the possibility that Damien Leone might put him in segments of other anthology series that he does. Other anthology movies that he does could have Damien Leone's Art the Clown. That's just the way that goes. That could be a thing. However, we have a video game that is coming of Art the Clown. We have so much going on with Art the Clown currently that he is not going anywhere. And I think that when directors and writers put out things like this, when they say things like this, sometimes people take it really seriously. And I don't think that's what he means. I don't think he means the saga is ending. I think that as long as Art the Clown is popular and as long as Art the Clown is making money, I think we're going to continue to see him. And I think Damien Leone will continue to write him or produce or give him to people that he trusts to actually make the story continue and continue in a way that makes sense. I definitely think that that's where we're heading because I see him as a character that other people could take a hold of and do something cool with. It doesn't always have to be the same person doing the same thing over and over and over again. And it doesn't always have to be the same directors, writers, and producers doing this. But the creator of a project should always be involved, and I'm a strong believer in that. Damien Leone seems to like the character, so I don't see him letting it die out after this saga. I definitely think we will see more Art the Clown. But that's the thing. When people hear that, they do worry. If horror movies have taught us anything, it's that you need not worry about those things. Just like Chucky, Art the Clown will always come back. And that's kind of the cool thing here. Now, Terrifier 3 ended in such a way that, yeah, we are going to have a sequel. And I'm not going to give out any spoilers, but if you haven't seen Terrifier 3, you owe it to yourself to watch this if you are a horror movie fan. It is super cool. And the effects in this movie are amazing. It seems like it knows where it wants to go, and I am 1000% down to see where he takes us with this character in the future. I cannot wait for more Art the Clown. So the fact that he says they're working on 4 is super exciting. I am definitely ready for a part 4. I'm down for a part 5 and a part 6 and a part 7. Art the Clown is really amusing as a character. He breaks all the horror rules, but in a good way. And while he is not the most original character, he's original enough that he captured everybody's attention. He has become that new face of horror. That is where I am going to leave it off to you guys. If you have seen part 3, what did you think? Of course, definitely keep it spoiler free because not everybody has had a chance to see the movie yet. But what did you think about it? And are you ready for a part 4? Do you think that this movie is going to end with part 4, or do you believe that he might end up bringing in characters from the Ninth Circle that haven't had their big movie, that we don't really know anything about? Could we be getting them coming in and getting their own movies, and that could be the future for Damien Leone in this universe? I'd be down for that, but what do you guys think about that idea? And then also, what do you think about the idea of handing it off to other people to write? Someone new coming in and writing Art the Clown stuff. Do you think it would have the same power? Do you think that it would have the same horror level? Do you think it would be just as exciting? Or do you think that he is the only one that can do it, and after he's done, it should just be done forever? And then, what do you think they could do if they continue with this universe? Could you see a universe where Art the Clown continues to appear in other shorts, in other anthology movies, just to keep the character alive, just to keep the character going and to keep people talking about him and keep him in that public eye, keep him in our minds and hearts and our fears? As always, we want to hear from you guys, so make sure you are leaving us that comment in the comment box below, letting us know what you think. Also, don't forget to share this video with all of your friends. They're going to want to be a part of this conversation. Then make sure you hit that like button. It's free, it helps the channel, and we really do appreciate it. Then Miko says we need more subscribers, and look at this face. You don't want to disappoint Miko. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell while you're down there so you don't miss a single video we do. And then friends, at the end of the day, I know it, you know it, and Miko knows it. Fandom is family.